everybody, so I'm back. Okay, so now I'm going to come on and show you the last video. I was showing y'all how to prepare baked potatoes and cut up potatoes that you also bake in the oven. So this time I'm going to show y'all how I do my meats when I put them in the oven. So what I have today is a steak. That's what we're having, baked potatoes and steak. So here's my steaks. They're pretty big. Okay, hopefully y'all can see that. Okay, so let me set y'all up over here, and then we're going to get started with me showing y'all how I do my steaks. Okay, now, so what I do is, okay, so my steak is already rinsed off and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the seasoning. Okay, and I have lemon pepper seasoning. Okay, that's what I'm using. So I'm doing the first side. Okay, then I'm using Italian seasoning. Okay. Okay, so I'm just seasoning it really good right now. I have garlic powder. Okay. I have chopped garlic. Okay. So I'll just open that up and sprinkle that on there. All right. I love garlic. Chopped garlic. Okay, and then I have garlic pepper seasoning. Okay, so I'm going to sprinkle some of that on there. And then I have paprika. And also I have seasoned salt. Okay, so I'm going to do seasoned salt. Paprika brings out the flavors in your food. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what the point of paprika is, because I didn't know at one point, because paprika doesn't have a taste. But my husband taught me that paprika brings out the flavors in your meat. So let me show you what this looks like on the first side. Okay. All right. So see, all those seasonings on there. That's the garlic chips that I have on there. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my meat over. Okay. Now what I do is I use these little tongue type things to turn my meat over, okay? Because I personally don't really like to get all that stuff up underneath of my nails, so I use my tongs, okay? So here's the steak. This is how big they are, okay? So I'm turning it over, okay? Now, I like to put onions on top of my meat. Generally, when I bake meat, I like to cut up onions on top of it. So what I do is I turn my meat over, okay? And then before I season the other side, I take my cut up onions, my pre-cut up onions, and I sprinkle them all over my meat, okay? I just love cut up onions on my meats, okay? So I'm not going to season. The reason why I like to put the onions on there first before I season it, because I don't want to season my meat and then put my onions on top unseasoned, because then I'll have to season twice on the same side. So I don't like to do that, okay? So got all my cut up onions, spread it out on my meat, because like I said, I like my onions to be seasoned as well. Now I'm going to start to season the other side of the meat with the onions on top, okay? So we're going to do the same thing. All right, Italian seasoning. Did I say that Italian seasoning I was using? I don't know if I said that the last time when I seasoned the first side. Okay, got my garlic powder. Got my lemon pepper. Lemon pepper is really good, you all, for your meats. Got my garlic pepper seasoning. Okay. I got my chopped garlic. I like fresh garlic, but chopped garlic is good too. Let me see. Is it down here? Yeah. Where is it at? Yeah. I'll either use this kind of garlic, the chopped garlic, or I'll use the minced garlic in a jar that you got to keep in the refrigerator. So either one is good. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Now I'm going to do, I don't think I did my pepper on the other side, so we'll do it now, okay? Just regular old black pepper, okay? And paprika. paprika. Like I said, paprika brings out the flavors in the meats. Okay? Now, let me show you how that looks on the other side with the onions and everything on it. Bam. Hopefully y'all can see that. See, that's all my onions on there with all my seasonings. Okay? Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to put aluminum foil on it. Now, I've already preheated my oven to 350. So, I'm going to cover this in aluminum foil. Okay? Cover that really tight in aluminum foil. Oh, you know what, y'all? I'm sorry. I do put... Let me dump this out. I do put water in my pan. It's still some excess water in there from when I had rinsed off my meat, but I need more in there because I don't want it to dry out, okay? So I'm not going to pour it directly on my meat because I have all my seasonings on there. I'm going to pour it like on the side, okay? So, just pour some meat right on the sides because I don't want it to dry out while it's in the oven. I want it to stay nice and moist and juicy. Okay. Now I'm going to put my aluminum foil on there. I'm sorry, y'all. That was just one little step that I forgot. Okay. So, bam. Got this side nice and tight. And put another piece to cover that side. Okay, I tore that, okay? I'm not going to get rid of it. I'll save it. I don't want it torn. I want it tightly wrapped around my pot. Now, I'm going to take my knife and cut holes in it at the top. You always want to put holes in it to vent so the heat and steam can come out. Okay, and that's it, okay? So, my meat is ready to go in the oven. See, I just poked holes right in the top. Alright, and I had showed y'all on my last video how I had did the baked potatoes, so you got to go back and check that video out. And these are the potatoes for my daughter, because she don't like them baked. She like hers cut up and put in the oven. Okay, so we get ready to put that in the oven, okay? Alright, so that's it, y'all. I got my steak and I got my baked potatoes all ready. Like I said, you got to go to the other video to watch how I prepare my baked potatoes and my cut up potatoes with seasonings and stuff on it. And then this is my steak. So, I'm going to put this in the oven because I like to have the smell of good cooking onions. When my husband come in the house, I like for it to smell like it's a meal going on. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven. And I will see y'all. I will see y'all on the next video. Okay, bam, bang, ting. Bye, y'all.